everyone, and welcome to KYE Interactive. I am your host, Trupta Kolgud-Natkarni. On this digital platform, we've spoken to entrepreneurs from so many fields, and they've basically said bye-bye to the corporate, the typical 9 to 5, and they've said hello to the world of entrepreneurship. So today's interview has been powered by KAPL, meaning Kolgud's Academy Private Limited, based in Pune, where you can get quality education for the students of 9th to 12th, CBSE and State Board. You can find more information in the comment section below. So my guests today are Shreshth and Megha Agrawal from Rajasthan. They are the founders of Vedically, where farm-to-kitchen products are available to users at an honest pricing. They firmly believe that in order to bring any change in our overall health, we need to alter the way that we intake our food, our daily food. Well, not with the typical Western diets. There are so many of them, keto and this and that. We're going to ask them more about it, the paleo, just to give you a few examples. But Hamara Shudh satvik daily food in the most unadulterated and natural form. Their passion for organic food, sustainable living, conscious living, and raw food was how Vedically was born. And we can't wait to find out more from them. So hello, Shreshth and Megha, and welcome to the KYE platform. How are you guys doing today?
Hi, Zutta, we are good.
Great. So please tell us how Vedically happened, and the name is very interesting. So how did you all come up with that name? Please tell us a little bit about your journey.
See, it has been a very exciting one. We basically belong to a business family, hardcore business family, and we are into the mining business. We are basically from stone mining business, but we also own a farm. Okay. My whole family has been very passionate about breeding cows, and we have a couple of horses also at our farm.
Oh, okay.
So and we have been making our products, farm products, for a very long time, and we've been selling those products to our friends and relatives on a very, very hefty prices, not for a profit motive. But when the pandemic hit, we all, we used to work a lot that time also, because our business demands us to, keep on going, because we are in the manufacturing fields.
Yeah.
But we realized that why not we take our products, which are 100% natural, they're raw. We keep the shelf life of our products on a very, very, low time frame. So we thought that, we just started observing each and everything. We tried a couple of diets also. Even I used to weigh more than 100 kg back then.
Oh, wow.
And, I did not do any kind of gymming. I did not do any kind of, hardcore workouts. It was just a little tweak in our daily food.
Okay.
We just, tried to mend those things, and we applied our products in our daily lives. And the results were astonishing.
Wow.
So we decided that let's just, because earlier we were into a traditional form of business. We did not, give a lot of thought about the packaging, the customer experiences. And then we, took it forward. Then we started listing online, and then we became professional, and that's how it rolled. Vedically is, something which is a Vedic ally. We wanted to keep it, a modern outlook with a traditional touch of daily food.
Wow.
So that's where the name came, Vedically, which is Vedic ally. It's like Vedically.
Okay, got it.
Of infusing herbs in ghee has been really into our daily lives. Like, we have been doing it from a very long time, that we use infused ghee in our daily lives.
Okay, nice.
So that's why we thought that we should introduce it to
a larger
audience, and that is how it came, the idea of herbal ghee.
Okay, wow, this is something new, like herbal ghee. I think
we always have ashwagandha ghee in our homes, right? Because ashwagandha is supposed to be a herb used to increase your life longevity and strength and all that. So the idea came from there. So we infused a lot of herbs, and then we launched
that's how Vedically kind of came into being. Great.
There are around thousands of things which we should share about it, but just because to sum up, this was like a nutshell.
Right. Absolutely. So if our viewers want to find out more, they can just visit vedically.com and like get more information about your products.
You just need to type Vedically on Google, and you'll get to each and everything wherever we are.
Great. So you already gave me a little bit of background, but if you would like to add more, why didn't either of you want to go down the 9 to 5? Because you have a family business, or was there anything else also that kind of?
I think mainly it was because of family business. We have never been into that 9 to 5, though he lived in certain metro cities, but I don't think so we can do that 9 to 5. We've always been into a family kind of environment, and that's not possible for us.
So just your calling, becoming entrepreneur.
That's our calling, that we always wanted to live in our hometown, which is small, and people are more close here, and it is better in any way you see.
Correct, absolutely, true. So what is it about this field, like ever since you guys started out, that gives you a sense of satisfaction bolo, accomplishment bolo, ya kick hi bol do? What is it about this field that makes you guys feel that?
It's not about just the motivation and the kick, the zing, which you call it for the business. It's about the general ways we live our daily lives. We have been very much motivated in whatever we are doing, because since I was in the college, I used to work for McDonald's also. I used to go for the part-time jobs also. So I have had a lot of experience. I have worked for Club Mahindra Holidays. I have worked for Crown Plaza also as a manager. But being with family, with connected to the farm life, and you call it as, say for example, if I am making something, I am making a unique product, I am infusing some herb into ghee, or maybe we are making a very good cooking oils, and we are giving it to our friends and relatives. The response, मतलब उन लोग का जो कोई भी positive feedback होता है. Say for example, आप छोटी से छोटी चीज भी ले लो. If we are able to pack our product properly, that also gives us a very sense of, it's like ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ कुछ मतलब achieve किया है. So that's the whole thing about it. And we do not have any short-term goals in our minds, because we are here and we are going to stick. So that's the whole outcome.
Right. I will be asking you that question pretty soon, but I'm sure that when you give your friends, family that product, and you see the smile on their face, chalo, we know that we are in the right field indeed. So
right. No, we are good at it.
Of course.
So that's
actually we have that sense of satisfaction in our minds that our product is completely pure, because it's under our guidance. I mean, it's our farm, they are our cows, and we know that how pure it is. We know the source. So that also gives us a sense of motivation that you can sell it, and you can sell it better. It is just that how you do it, that how to make people trust you, that's a difficult thing. But we get that motivation from there also, that we know it's pure.
Absolutely. And like in the description, it's like unadulterated, and because you're watching every step. And
absolutely unadulterated. Yeah.
So amazing. So, when you guys started out, did you have to face any challenges, obstacles, barriers? And if yes, how did you get past those to be where you guys are today?
If you ask me about the challenges, I can't name one, because there are millions of those. See, we did not have any technical backgrounds in the field of design. We did not give a lot of, focus upon the consumer experiences, like as a whole when you buy the product. Because the main thing when you go online is that you cannot communicate with your direct customers. It is just like the barrier which is called dikhta hai wo bikta hai. So it's really tough to, communicate what you are trying to say to your users, to have them buy your product, to try it out once even. So that's a big challenge. And then earlier we used to pack our ghee into plastic jars.
But when we used to sell it here in our local customers, we used to give it in a plastic jar. So that was much easier, and packaging was not difficult because they used to come and take it. I mean,
yeah.
problem hota tha. But now that we have to send it, it was hard for us to figure out how to pack the thing, because it's highly liquid. अगर वो थोड़ा सा भी spill हो जाता है तो बहुत mess up हो जाता है.
Right.
We
So
have
that
been
was our task.
receiving orders from the farthest corners of our country, like Kolkata, also then West Bengal, even in small states like Goa, Tripura. We have seen our orders. So
Wow.
it's like it's so difficult that you have to come up with a cost-effective solution for packaging. That it has to be spill-proof as well as it has to be sturdy. It has to be good-looking. It has to be हम क्योंकि छोटे बैचेस में काम करते हैं, इट इज लाइक वी जस्ट हैव अराउंड 100-115 cows. हम लोग का प्रोडक्शन द प्रोडक्शन इज नॉट टू मच. All right. So to maintain that flow of cycle, once you have to ship the orders also, and then you have to work on the marketing aspect also. So that's kind of very difficult balance that we have to maintain.
Right. So
But yeah,
the
we've
whole
been killing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, great. I am in Pune right now and I can't wait to, try that ghee, especially now that you've told me about the herb infused ghee, I can't wait to try it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can only imagine like A to Z being entrepreneurs, you have to do everything. It's not like,
That's right.
yeah, so.
And we actually had no experience in design and all these things because both of us belong to commerce field, and design was something we would never even look at. I mean, we did not even have labels before, like when we were so
it was like Agarwal farm है, तो मतलब our product used to be like कि Agarwal farm से आता है तो it's pure. But now that we do not know our customers only, मतलब कैसे उन लोग को communicate करें, क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो family name थोड़ा सा help करता है.
Right.
But to get into that design field, and it you know what, when you make the product and you present it, the final outcome, it's kind of, it looks very easy that ki हाँ ये तो हो जाता है.
Right.
But when you sit and start designing from the scratch and you have to maintain a good team with you, it's not a one-time effort, it's a constant effort that we have to keep it through.
Yeah.
And the factors which which depends that we are sailing fine is just consistency.
Correct.
Like it's just consistency and patience.
Correct. And like you guys said, you are there like constantly, you're monitoring everything. And like they say, the only thing constant in life is change. So change to होता ही रहता है, but you all are upgrading yourself.
Core values and moral values has to be the same, but the business dynamic keeps on changing. We have to adapt a lot of new things, and the consumer demands and preferences, so we take actions accordingly.
Absolutely. And just the way in which you guys are speaking, I can truly say like you all are very passionate, because you all are like speaking, you started from scratch, something that you had no knowledge about. It didn't stop you, you went, you did it, and it's amazing.
It's all because of Megha, because she has been a very good public speaker throughout her life. So that is why.
Amazing. And you're also a UPSC aspirant, right? So yeah, all the best for that.
Thank you.
So we were speaking about this earlier, but I want to ask you guys, like, where do you see Vedically in the near future, long term, anything? Like, where do you want to take it? What are your business aspirations or goals with respect to Vedically?
This is a very important question for me, because what I've I am like 28 years right now. Yes. And I have observed that whomsoever is doing, I'm talking about the buzzing entrepreneurs of our country, what would they think about the businesses is that, I have, put in the money and I have done everything, so I'll be like profitable in like 3 to 6 months. All right. Mostly people have that short term, aspect when they have started up with the business. But we at Vedically are completely opposite of that. We are not calculating the profitability per month, per quarter, but we are going for a year-wise return. We have just the goals which we have set for Vedically is not about that how much money we have to make. It's just about volume driven. Yeah. All right. Right now, my only focus is that we have to raise our productions and we have to match the sales with our production. And 5 years down the line, I would want that at least one order, one consumer should be there from at least top 1,000 cities of India. All right. That's our goal. Because we really want कि ये जो gap है about intermediaries, retailers, distributors, and C&F agents and whatnot, this has to be reduced. That has to be the product, the food has to be directly from the farm to kitchen. And we are going to stick with that. It's like we are not going to go for any kind of commission agents. We are not going to push sale our product in any of the case. So it's just about the core value of Vedically. In 5 years, 1,000 cities we have to hit.
Wow, that is a really amazing goal, and we wish you all the best with that. So, when you guys started from that point up till now, how do you think this venture has changed all? Like, what changes has it brought about in you?
There has not been much change in us, but yes, one thing that has happened, that patience, it has taught us a lot of patience, that orders do not come in a day or two when you just launch it. You have to wait, and you have to even not compromise with the quality of your product. That is, I think, very important. You cannot fool people for a very longer time. That quality has to be the utmost priority. So I think only patience and consistency is something that which is increasing day by day. Nothing much has changed in us. I mean,
I would say changes would account the myths which were created in our minds, that you just have to sit in the front of screen and everything would get us sales. So that has changed phenomenally, and we are, वो सारा भ्रम जो होता है आपके दिमाग में, सब कुछ अच्छा लगता है, फैंसी लगता है, वो सब टूट जाता है, and you have to get on the ground and you have to give hours and hours of work to actually make that happen. So that's something.
Thought that it's very easy to sell your product online instead of selling it offline like the way we were doing. We thought that we will just make the packaging attractive and it's glass jar and everyone will buy it, and sitting on the screen will do for us. But that did not happen. We actually had to think a lot rather than doing. I would say it's a lot of mind work which goes into it, and we have to strategize everything. We can't just go with the flow. You have to make a plan. You have to stick to it. No matter even if it is not giving you a return, you must stick to it for a longer time. I think that's more important.
And a lot of time goes on, employees ko train karna hota hai, because you want some sort of satisfaction with your product and you have to convey that thing to your team. That's very important. You can't just say, you just can't wake up and say that you have to do that, we have to do this, because people take time to come along the same page of your mindset. So that's kind of, वो सारा कुछ जो फैंसीड मिथ था दिमाग में, वो सब जा चुका है और वो पूरा मतलब ग्राउंडेड लेवल पे सारी चीजें
स्टार्टअप कहते रहते हैं and it's all a buzzword कि startup है and all that. I think it's not like that. Everything requires a lot of hard work and mind. And that's it.
क्योंकि हार्ड वर्क को कोई सब्स्टिट्यूट ही नहीं है, बट यू गाइस डिड जस्ट राइट दैट जो fancy entrepreneurs का जो it's like fancy word, there's a lot of work involved in it, so you have to be ready,
and it's really boring at times, though it's very interesting and mind wobbling, but it's very boring also at times. You don't get a lot of new ideas often. Like तुम दिन भर बैठे रहो और सोचो कि दिन भर new ideas आएंगे, that's not gonna happen.
It doesn't happen. It's that one moment suddenly when
a lot of days. Yes,
absolutely. True. Which brings me to my last question, that you said really nice things right now which was so apt, but if you want to add more, some words of wisdom or some advice to the budding and upcoming entrepreneurs, क्योंकि यही है ना कि उनको they have ideas, उनको लगता है अरे हो जाएगा, but when it actually comes to the groundwork, they don't know how to go about it. So what would you like to say to them?
I have had a lot of experiences with a lot of new people. I approach a lot of people and a lot of people approaches us about that. How did you start up? And please हमें भी बता दो कि कैसे करते हैं और कैसे business को launch करते हैं and how many products we could launch and whatnot. So whatever I would say, see, having your accounts with money and having money in your family does not lead to a great success story. All right. You cannot take any of your product lightly, because once you play with that, the customer is going to judge you and he is not going to return to you. Do not take consumer experience lightly, because that is something which the consumer will like first before your product.
Correct.
All right. Do not try to fool customer at all, because everyone is educated these days. And I'm talking specifically about food product. Do not play with the licenses. Do not think that the government is fool. Do not think anybody is fool. You have to stick to your plan. You have to keep a lot of patience. You have to keep it going. शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स बिल्कुल भी मत बनाओ, और जितना भी लगता है कि हम तो एड्स रन कर देंगे और ऐसे कर देंगे और ऐसे कर देंगे, इट्स नॉट गोना वर्क आउट. यू हैव टू वेट अ रियली लॉन्ग टाइम टू मेक योर प्रोडक्ट रियली रीच टू द टेबल्स ऑफ द कंज्यूमर्स व्हिच यू रियली डोंट नो. आपका नॉन रेफरेंस मार्केट बिल्ड करने में इट टेक इयर्स, and I would, and it's my personal experience that if you put all those years of hard work, the overall return is going to come in a single year only. ठीक है, तो वहां तक वेट करना पड़ेगा.
Right.
उसके बाद things would go on,
I think
smoothly.
business is all about patience and consistency, and you cannot play with the quality of your product. If it's a food product, you cannot do that. And licenses are very important from the government, and they are sometimes very hard to procure given the system. They are tough to acquire, but they are important. They are very important.
One more thing I would like to add on this thing, that you have to consider your business as a relationship with, you have to consider your business as a person. Like, you've met a new person and you have to build a relationship, and you have to bring make a long-term relationship with that person. So you have to understand the needs and demands of that very person. You have to take care about the emotions of the person. You have to trust that person a lot, and then a strong relationship will develop over years. So that's the same thing which goes with business.
Absolutely, and very well said, because agar trust hai to sab kuch hai, and people should absolutely trust you. And like for the upcoming entrepreneurs, they shouldn't want instant gratification कि चलो आज मैंने किया 2 दिन के बाद see results. It's all about, like Megha said, patience and consistency. And like you said, Shreshth, उनकी emotions, they have to have the entire trust in you. So everything comes into play. So those are some really great words indeed. And Megha and Shreshth, thank you so much for coming on the KYE platform and speaking with us, telling us some amazing things and telling us about Vedically and your goals. And we want to wish you guys all the very best for the future. And it was really nice speaking with you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the platform. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.